Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, let's talk about my favorite 16 tracks outside of Tea Purple by Ian Gillan. You ready? You don't have to get to 16 in your comments. Just talk about your faves. Okay? We all know Ian from Tea Purple Machine Head, Tea Purple Perfect Strangers. That's where we signed on, right? But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about, well, before Tea Purple, no. Good. Episode 6 was pretty tasty, actually, for a mid-60s band. Some nice stuff here. Not Ian's best stuff outside of Tea Purple through. And I'm not going to name Jesus Christ Superstar either. A lot of you will. You should. Why not? But that's not my jam. They're nice. They're cool. It's iconic. It's Jesus Christ Superstar. I get it. It's a play about our Lord and Savior in a rock and roll context from late 60s, early 70s, whenever it came out. And Ian Gillan was Jesus. He outgrew it. He outgrew that. That's a good career where you could outgrow that you were the original voice of Jesus Christ in Jesus Christ Superstar. A lot of people couldn't grow out of that. Couldn't move on. Ian did. That's how good a career Ian has had a lot of years. 55 cents in rock with Tea Purple. And you start counting episode 6. Ian, did I write that? Yeah, Ian's 79 years old. Let me just check my notes here. Yeah, he's 79 years old. He's going to be 80 in August, okay? A heck of a career. And let's get to it. All right, gonna need this, Mr. May. My number 16. This is the only one from this period. Child in Time, from the Ian Gillan Band record, Child in Time. This is Ian's comeback after he, left Tea Purple. And he took a few years to be a businessman. He thought he was going to be a grown-up. He is a businessman, actually. But he figured out it's good business to be in charge of a band. And so he formed the Ian Gillan Band. It wasn't a good business decision to be a fusion jazz band. I like it. I do like Child in Time, which is, of course, is a cover of the Tea Purple classic Child in Time, except it stays mellow. Remember, you know how Gillan Time starts mellow? This version of Child in Time stays mellow. It's a good maggot British, just easy going with a bit of edge tune for 6-7 minutes, however long it lasts. And the song after that, I should say, Slide It In. No, Let It Slide. Excuse me. Let It Slide. Slide it into someone else's issue. But Let It Slide continues that mood. And the song that ends side one, Down the Road, starts that attitude. The other two, yeah. Scarabus. The American reissue of this had a really cool cover. No, I don't think they give us a reproduction on that cover, do they? No, they don't. You're a metal blade, for Pete's sake. Whatever. In clear air turbulence. Those three, tasty fusion jazz with a singer in Gillan. Didn't take off. Good stuff there. Good stuff you can choose for your own Sweet 16. Just Javelin time for me. Darn good. Can I indulge in some memory lane? The first time I bought this, when I had hair, I bought it for 69 cents. A promo copy from a store, offshoot store of Melody Lane in Lakewood, Ohio. Had a pretty girl, person in the store. And she would practice her acoustic guitar in between customers. Sweet memory. 69 cents. No, it didn't do good business in America. It didn't tour America. Not for this band and not for Gillan. Well, we'll talk about Gillan, the band, in a while. Give me a minute. 69 cents. Great condition. This cost me a touch more than 69 cents to replace it, okay? A multiple of that. A lot more. More than 10 times. Maybe 20 times. Something like that. Yeah, it was over 20 times that. But it was final for 69 cents. I had to replace that. Number 15. The first time we will mention Tony Iommi with Gillan. There was an earthquake in Armenia. They needed money. So they did a charity project. This one, who cares? And yeah, you see all these cool people on the cover. John Lord and the bass player from Metallica and the drummer from Iron Maiden. I'm choosing the B side. Not the A side. A side's cool. The A side did this. Okay. Out of my mind. It's pretty cool. With all those cool players on. But my choice for number 15 is Holy Water, which has Tony Iommi playing on it, along with two other guitar players. But it's basically his, Ian's solo career band doing Holy Water. Holy water being booze. When you think about earthquakes and damaged lives or whatever, sometimes you need some holy water to just settle you down. It's a great, tasty tune from Who Cares. Of course, you can find most anything on YouTube Music. To check out, if you never heard Holy Water or Gillan Band Child in Time, their version of it, YouTube has you covered. Number 14. This is my only pick from Mr. Universe. I didn't pick the rocker song or one of the rocking songs. I picked Pungent Sound, which is a mellow tune with edge of Ian on the west coast of America, and it's a cool song, and Ian singing, not screaming. A lot of people name Mr. Universe as their favorite Gillan, the band album. Okay, this is the first record. Well, there's a Japanese record, which is called the Japanese record, I guess, or Gillan self-titled. But this was the first officially released Gillan Band album. A lot of people, this is their favorite. I guess it's the first one they heard. It's not the first one I heard. It doesn't have the biggest hits from Gillan either. It's pretty good. It's damn good. But my pick, and the only pick from this record, will be Pungent Sound. Darn good. Find it on YouTube. Okay. Number 13. Now I'm really getting mellow. It's late in the evening when I'm recording this and prepared this. When Deep Purple did reunite, Roger Clover sacrificed his opportunity to make The Mask, his solo record, a big-ass hit. It's a great record, The Mask. Okay, or Mask. And it's a great electronic pop in the vein of what Phil Collins would do solo outside Genesis. And of course, there was no Deep Purple. Of course, Roger Clover was involved in Rainbow with Richie Blackmore producing those records and playing bass. So he took time off of Rainbow to do Mask. It's brilliant. But Deep Purple gets back together. He can't tour to promote Mask. Lost opportunity. So while they're touring for Perfect Strangers, he goes to his old bandmate in episode 6. Clover and Gillan was both in episode, I showed you before, episode 6. Hey, let's do a record while we're touring and record a record while we're running around the United States. Accidentally, On Purpose comes out. Gillan-Glover. This is the sequel record to Mask, except Gillan's doing the singing. And it's brilliant as well. My choice for number 13, She Took My Breath Away. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. And now I didn't know there was a video made for it. I did my research for this, for you. I'm doing research. There's a video with Ian Gillan as the singing romantic lead with these models all surrounding him, taking his breath away. Okay, yeah, Ian was Jesus Christ, and whatever. But, Ian's Mr. Scream. He did a Black Sabbath record, for Pete's sake. And he really screamed there. And Gillan, the band, after the jazz fusion, had a bit of a punk influence. So it's surprising to see Ian Gillan as a romantic lead in a video, having his breath taken away. It's a gorgeous song. This is a great record. But be prepared. It's not hard rock. It's a commercial pop record with a bit of electronic stuff to it. And good, more rock to it than Mask did. Great record. Gorgeous song. She took my breath away. Okay. Now I'm going to get back on a track you thought I would be on. Glory Road, Gillan. This is where I signed on to Gillan, the band. Okay. And even if it wasn't my first Gillan record, how can you not name it the best one? There's a ton of songs here people just absolutely name first as their favorite Gillan songs. My first choice from Glory Road for number 12, If You Believe Me. It's a bit bluesy, bit of gospel, really. And Gillan's actually singing, If You Believe Me. Hell of a number, hell of a record. We're coming back to it. Another one, the only song I have from this record. Future Shock. No Laughing in Heaven. There's another good couple tunes in Future Shock I considered. Mutually Assured Destruction was released around this time, if not on this album. Is this on Mutually Assured Destruction on this record? I don't think so. But No Laughing in Heaven, a good, funny, true song of a sinner reforming himself with the silly idea that he can have a good time once he's in heaven. You're just going to be good here, and when you get to heaven, party time. No, you're good here, you got to be good in heaven too. And he discovers, what do you mean, no party? When Ian says no party, it's in Ian Gillan Scream. No party? What do you mean, no party? Great song. Damn good record. No Laughing in Heaven. Number 10. Go back to Glory Road. No Easy Way. Bernie Tomei was the first guitar player in the Gillan Band. Bernie Tomei is a hell of a guitar player. Along with John McCoy, who's a hell of a bass player, Colin Towns, hell of a keyboard player, Mick Underwood, a hell of a drummer. No easy way. Ah, just the riff, the jam. There's no easy way. Hell of a tune. On YouTube, find Glory Road. Number 9. Going back to Accidentally on Purpose by Gillan-Glover. Via Miami. That's a nice turn of vowel. Via Miami. Hell of a song. My number 9. You were waiting for it, weren't you? How do I name one? Even I'm shocked at myself. How in the world did I only name one song? You know, this is outside T Purple, so this includes a lot of stuff. It includes Ian's time in Black Sabbath, Born Again. Every song on Born Again qualified for this, except for one, maybe. But Trashed, I know all those songs here. Trashed, Disturbing the Priest. Oh, Disturbing the Priest. Jesus Christ. The Lord and Savior, Ian Gillan, who portrayed the Lord and Savior in Jesus Christ Superstar, became the lead singer for Black Sabbath. How hilarious. No one points that out. Just me. Talk about outgrowing. Would be a highlight of a career for anyone else. Anyone else would be the highlight of their career. I was the first person to portray Jesus Christ in Jesus Christ Superstar. And I was the lead singer in Black. I replaced Ronnie James Dio in Black Sabbath. Those two things. That would be your career. You just, okay, buy me a beer, I'm done. I replaced Ronnie James Dio in Black Sabbath, and I was Jesus Christ Superstar. Did you love that cover? I love this cover. It's obnoxious, but that's why I love this cover. Every song. You know, Zero the Hero, Digital Pitch. I really wanted to pick Hotline. Hotline is really good. Ian really screams on Hotline and Born Again. Yeah, he probably tore up his voice from this record. And of course, the story's been told multiple times. But maybe it's your first time to hear the story. Ian, basically was about to break up the Gillan Band. And the guys of Black Sabbath, lost Ronnie James Dio. So they invite Ian Gillan to the pub. Hey, want to meet us at the pub, Ian? Sure. Ian has no drinking problems. He falls down, no problem. So Ian goes to the pub. They meet with Keezer and Tony Iommi. They're having a few, or more than a few. Ian goes home. First thing in the morning, or whatever time it was, second thing in the morning, his manager calls Ian. Ian, is your manager. You want to talk to me about career decisions before you do anything? And Ian's hungover. What did I do? What do you mean? He joined Black Sabbath last night. Ian's told that story a number of times. Ian had a good time. Oh, it was a good booze up, good time. It really threw Bill Ward, the drummer, for a loop. He he was in bad shape before, but Bill Ward, he was about homeless after that. He couldn't get it together. That tour and album just drove Bill Ward really over the edge. The other three, they're fine. And you know, and of course, that tour for Born Again. You watch Spinal Tap, the movie. Know the bit about Stonehenge, and Stonehenge being this big, teeny. It's based off Black Sabbath's gag with Stonehenge. Black Sabbath made Stonehenge life-size, which was too big for the places they were playing on the tour. Spinal Tap just reversed the gag. Instead of being too big, it was too small. They had a great time. And of course, they're still friends, as the Who Cares pick earlier showed. If it wasn't for Deep Purple getting back together, we could have had a second Ian Gillan Black Sabbath record. That would have been better to hear. In my book, I may be the only one saying this. In my book, I'd rather have a second Ian Gillan Black Sabbath record and delay. Yeah, I want Deep Purple to get back to, I guess. Okay, sure, why not? But delay it a year or two and start it later. But no one's asking me. Number 7, we're going back to Glory Road because it's a great record. Unchain Your Brain for number 7. If you're ever too mellow, you need something to boost, you can't take caffeine to get started, play Unchain Your Brain. That will make it run through a wall. Unchain Your Brain will get you running in the morning. Hell of a tune. The opener for Glory Road. Hell of a tune. And good advice in 2025. Number 6. It's probably my second favorite Gillan record, Magic. Is it second or third? Well, we'll get to that. Bluesy Bluesy. Bluesy Bluesy from Magic with Janet Kears from Iron Maiden. His first big break was the album before this. Pretty Tomei left Gillan. And they recruit, who you recruit to replace Bernie Tomei, who's a hell of a guitar player, hell of a musician, songwriter. Janet Kears from Iron Maiden, future Iron Maiden. This and Double Trouble, which we'll get to in a second. The two records that Janet Kears did in Gillan. Bluesy Bluesy. Hell of a riff. The secret about Gillan the band, the guitar players didn't write songs. Now, Bluesy Bluesy, yeah, Janet Kears did the riff. Boy, howdy, he did a riff for Bluesy Bluesy. You hear that riff. If it doesn't get under your skin, you have no soul. But the secret of Gillan the band is the songwriters was basically the keyboard player Colin Towns, who was a primary songwriter. And the secondary songwriter was the bass player John McCoy. Bernie Tomei, Janet Gears, they got told what to play, basically, by McCoy and Towns. They were doing the songwriting. But Bluesy Bluesy is one song that Janet Gears got to participate and give a riff. He gave a riff. Hell of a tune. Next pick, number 5. The first record with Janet Gears. Double Trouble. Aren't they through? I'll rip your spine out. A song in the spirit of Unchain Your Brain. You know, just something to make it run through a wall. And rip someone's spine out, maybe. Oh, that will get you going in the morning, too. I'll rip your spine out. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant tune. Double Trouble. Nice Life. The live record, it's the studio side. That's kind of strange, because usually when you put a live record and a studio record together in one release, and you're playing the big hits, and the studio on this is damn good. The live, not as cool as could be. Number 4. I'm going to surprise some people. From One Eye to Morocco. No lotion for that. Ian has a couple songs of romantic misadventures. He owns a couple songs like that lyrically. Romantic misadventures. No lotion for that is one of them. And this, hopefully not the last solo record from Ian. This came out about 15 years ago. I don't know if Ian is going to give us another solo record. But if this is going to be it, it's a hell of a way to go out. And I'm surprised at myself. Because after Gillan broke up the band, he got back together with T Purple. He did do a number of solo records and solo projects, live records and whatnot. I'm surprised I didn't name anything from Naked Thunder. It's a great record. I had about 5 songs bubbling under my number 16 from Naked Thunder. Great record. In Toolbox, 2 songs I was ready to put on here. Dancing Neon Shirt, Part 2. It was a commercial in England. Dancing Neon Shirt. Part 2, mind you, not Part 1. 2. And the opening track, Leslie Rest from Mountain, playing guitar. And the opening, what is the opening track? Hang Me Out to Dry. That's how you start the record and end the record. Hang Me Out to Dry and Dancing Neon Shirt, Part 2. In between, pretty damn good too. Didn't make top 16. No lotion for that, number 4. Damn good song. You'll love it. Go back. Glory Road for Are You Sure? Great lyric about roles in life. Absolutely amazing song. How did the one lyric go? You know, God tells the devil, if I cast a spell and put you out of hell, can I take your place? Did I say that right? You know, so God says to the devil, if I cast a spell and cast you out of hell, can I take your place? Interesting thought. And a couple of interesting thoughts in Are You Sure? Lyric is, Gillan is a superior, one of the best, really, lyric writers out there. Absolutely amazing lyricist. You know, we don't give him credit for that. You ought to. Because he has something to say. Always has something to say. So number 3, Are You Sure? Hell of a tune. Back to Double Trouble and Yana Kerr's Sunbeam. Another song that Yana Kerr's contributes a riff to, like he did on Bluesy Bluesy later for the Magic record. This is his first record with Ian. Sunbeam. Oh. Amazing riff, amazing vocal. How many people on earth can pull that off vocally? What Ian does on Sunbeam and other songs I just named. That is a hell of a song, Sunbeam. And that's my number 2, Ian Gillan song outside of his T Purple catalog. Number 1. The title track, One Eye to Morocco. You ever heard One Eye to Morocco? It's on YouTube. Go find it. The first 2 songs I name on my list. No Lotion for that, and the title track, One Eye to Morocco. Gorgeous. Of all the hard rock that Ian's done outside of T Purple, you know, the Black Sabbath, the Gillan Band, and it's not a ballad. It's just gorgeous and with groove and ethnic. Just absolutely a gorgeous tune that will surprise the hell out of you. It's like, Ian Gillan can do this? Yeah, he can. One Eye to Morocco. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. If I was in a different mood, if I was a younger man than I am at the moment, if it isn't the middle of the night, I'm recording this. Well, it's not the middle of the night. The rooster's been crowing out there. You know, yeah, I would name something from Born Again, Black Sabbath, or from the Gillan Band. You know, name a few songs from Naked Thunder's first solo record. You know, Scarabus itself from the Ian Gillan Band, the song itself. It's got some edge to it. No, no. My favorite song right now, yeah, I'm allowed to change my mind in a year or two, or next week, tomorrow. This minute, One Eye to Morocco. You ever heard One Eye to Morocco in a mood for something gorgeous? It's on YouTube. Go get it. Go listen to it. Absolutely amazing. In the comments, there's a lot of songs I left out. A lot of great songs I left out, and songs that other people say are classic songs from Ian outside of Deep Purple. And you think my taste is just outside the boundaries? Well, go ahead. Put yours down in the comments. What are your favorite Ian Gillan songs outside of Deep Purple? A lot of stuff out there. So play along. No wrong answers. Ian does not have any really bad songs in his catalog, in my book. No such thing. Like I say, he's a good lyricist. And he always finds good people to collaborate with. Make certain that the music is of high quality. He played with Ritchie Blackmore, Tony Iommi, who else was in Deep Purple? Who's that guy? The guy from Tuxedo Dregs. That guy, Steve Morse, right. Steve Morse. They even brought in, Joe Satriani for a tour. He played some of the greatest guitarists of any time. Did a song with Leslie Rest. He's underrated. You gotta be able to sing if you attract those kind of people to cooperate with you. You're a legend. And of course, he's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. I'll be a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer for more than that in my book, but I don't think I'm going to get my way in my lifetime. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. Leave a comment. Am I full of it? If I lost my edge, named too many mellow Ian Gillan songs outside Deep Purple, there are some corkers in that catalog. There are some rockers in there. A lot of those rockers I left out. Put them in your list. And for latest in action rock, garage rock, and classic rock, like Ian Gillan, the band, the Gillan Band, Black Sabbath, whoever else, come back here to Action Rock Corner. We'll have it for you. And remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. And if you haven't heard One Eye to Morocco, boy, you get some fresh music to look forward to. That's a hell of a record. All of the Ian Gillan solo records are tasty. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Have fun with the music.